Hello friends, a 30 radius of rolling circle rolls on a straight line without sliding and slipping. So first we draw our circle with 30 radius and we divide this circle in number of 8 parts. You can take the 45-degree inclination and divide your rolling circle in number of 8 division. You can also mark the length of the straight road, the distance traveled by the rolling circle on a straight road for its one revolution. So the straight road distance is equal to 2 pi r, length of circumference. I mark the distance. It is 2 pi r, either you can say pi d. It is our 2 pi r. Small r means radius of rolling circle. Here our radius of rolling circle, it is 30 mm. Now your circle, it is moving clockwise direction. When it is moving clockwise direction, you give your number in anti-clockwise direction. So it is my 1 number, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is also starting point of 0. Your rolling circle rolls on a straight line without sliding and slipping in clockwise direction. And your point P at contact between rolling circle and the straight road. So this is our initial position. Now what we do? Now we divide this straight road in number of 8 parts. If you divide your circle in number of 12 parts, then you can divide your straight in number of 12 parts. But here we are dividing our rolling circle in number of 8 parts. So we go for our straight road division in number of 8 parts. each part distance become 23.5 mm. So I take the 23.5 mm radius. I draw the first arc, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, then eighth. You can mark your point on the straight road. It is your initial point 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now similarly you can draw the line parallel to straight road from all the circumference point. There is a 1, 7 line passing from 2, 6, the line passing from 3, 5 and 4. Now it is your first center, initial center C0 at the initial condition of rolling circle. Now for 8 different position, first we collect all the center. So for that we draw the vertical line from the 1 point, second position, third position, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. So it is our different 8 center C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8 for all the position of rolling circle. Suppose I draw the same 30 mm rolling circle at last position and we go for understanding what is the situation here. When you are rolling circle, it is completed the one revolution. So your 0 point it is here, it means P point, it is when it is rolling circle, it is travel on a straight road. On second revolution, the P point, it is again touched to the my straight road. Now you can find out the path of point P for each 1/8 revolution. So for that we take the rolling circle radius, center. Now you understand the thumb, my thumb it is point P and the revolution it is going on this way. For that what I do, I take the radius of the rolling circle, center C1 and I draw the arc on 1, 7 line here. Then C2 center, I draw the arc on 2 number horizontal line on left hand sides, because initially my point P it is on left hand side. Then C3, you can draw the arc on 3 number line. Then C4, you can draw the arc on 4 number line. Now after the half of revolution, your P points, it is on right hand side of rolling circle. So now we change the direction of arc on right side. C5 it is a center and we draw the arc on right side of 5 number line. Then C6, you can draw the arc on 6 number line as a central line. Then C7, you can draw the arc on 7 number line. Keep your C8 as a center, you can draw the arc on 8 number line. So here we have the different P points for different position. So it is my P0, then this is our P1, it is our P2, this is your P3, it is your P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. You can join all the points with a smooth curves from P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. It is called as a cycloid. As per definition, if your point P on circumference of rolling circle and contact between the rolling circle and straight road, always you are getting the path of point P as a cycloid. Now draw the tangent and normal at given point S. So I mark the S point here. We have the one S point on cycloid. So first off we find out the center CS. So here we take the reverse step. We choose the S as a center. Then first we find out the center of CS. So on central line you have the center of S point. Now from this CS you move the downward direction vertically and get your S1 point on a straight line. This is your radius. R is equal to radius of rolling circle 30 mm. Now after getting your S1 points, just you connect S and S1 as a straight line. It is your normal. At the S point, you can draw the perpendicular line, your normal, as a AB. You can say it is our tangent.